two excellent commentators right here, Jonas and Michael. Hello, guys.
Hey,
Hello.
And my opponent is Kevin, and we have the game all ready. And I'm going to take off my headphones or my headset, mute myself, and we'll get the game started.
Yep. Don't look at the
Right.
screen share, obviously, but
Yep. All right, bye.
all right, best of luck.
good luck to both of you.
Okay, and we are right into the games.
Yeah, I like the hand from Apex here. We've got some very strong starts right here. We've got a Apocalypse. I don't know. I don't really know what exactly you want as Apex early here.
Yeah,
Apocalypse always
honestly,
seems good.
I'm not sure what you want early. I'm not sure what you want late. I'm not super familiar with the strategy as Apex in general.
You've got Deuces Wild. I mean, that's always a good econ card to see. You've got Spearfishing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly. I guess I get some in. It's kind of like an inside job.
Yeah, my assumption is it's just a way to set up an APOC, or if he it can do the inside job thing of if Sanjay doesn't adequately protect an early agenda and doesn't expect an inside job, it can just wreck him.
Yeah. All right. So Sanjay is up and running. It looks like he's gonna keep that. They're both keeping it. And
pretty good start from Sanjay. He's got some money. We immediately see him go for that. Nothing in HQ he needs to worry about protecting quite yet, and he also has a nice taxing ice for R&D.
Yep. And he's setting up Ultraviolet next turn, which looks pretty good. Come on, no siphon.
Yeah. We see Kevin firing back with Apex language in the chat as well.
Yes. All right, so it's a big question. Let's see, what is he doing here with Medusa's? All right, so he's exposing the Fairchild. It's good to know for him.
Yeah.
But maybe. I guess he knows that I guess he can just walk through it if he needs to APOC sometime.
It's also probably helpful because since Endless Hunger requires a decent bit of setup, it's good to know if you want to Endless Hunger and Ice versus do something else with it, I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah.
On Sanjay's side, we see the Ultraviolet clearance, and we see an Ice Wall go down in front of HQ. Nice little gear check now that there's an elective upgrades in there. And man, he's flush with cash.
Yeah, he's got 2 clearances to spare. He's got 3 clearances. Wow. I mean,
oh, good lord, yeah.
This is the dream CI start here, but Apex can maybe tax him a little bit. Oop.
Oh, that's
yeah. Endless Hunger. It turns out takes a lot of memory.
It does. Though you have to imagine, Endless Hunger and Harbinger is one of the things that you absolutely would love to start with as Apex, because that's 2 free breaks right there.
Oh, yeah. And he's got another Deuces in reserve. So Scarcity and Arc Lockdown. He draws a bunch of agendas here.
Yeah.
But he's got all 3 violet level clearances. That's definitely what you want to see early as CI.
Absolutely. My guess is, having seen Sanjay in action in the first round, I know a little bit of what he's probably drawing for. You see the 3 ice walls. They're nice. They're nice just as doing an impression of vanilla.
Yep.
But in addition to that, Sanjay has a bit of spicy tech in his deck, which it probably comes as a surprise to no one. He's on priority construction. Which these ice walls, it helps with them a lot. And then Red Planet Couriers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Red Planet Couriers, of course, going great with one of the 4/2s in Sanjay's deck, Efficiency Committee.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. And
that
right,
makes total sense. All right, so he's got 2 ice walls, and in front he's
got 3 ice walls on HQ.
All right, interesting.
My guess is this is just he wants to force him to either spend a lot of cards getting into HQ when he decides it's time to APOC, or lock him out until he has a fractor, a real fractor.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't know what's playing versus Fairchild 3, but I mean, I would be surprised not playing Fairchild 3 down here just to get past the Endless Hunger stuff.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused about that as well, but sure, he has a reason. Maybe he wants to save Fairchild for the remote, since it can't be broken with Endless Hunger.
All right, so he's advancing 3 times the ice wall.
Yeah. Value of that probably goes up a little bit with Red Planet Couriers, though obviously spending that many clicks advancing ice is not great.
I'm a bit confused. Like, I mean, maybe he advances twice and plays Violet level?
Yeah, I think I would have done that. I think Violet level is just such a strong.
He's really like signaling early that, yeah, I'm on advanceable ice and figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah. He must feel pretty safe in the face of APOC to be advancing this ice wall. Because obviously he just got time walked and spent 3 credits if APOC comes down. So Kevin does show the first spearfishing going into R&D, and now chooses to make a normal run on HQ.
He drew a card first click, though. So it seems interesting that he's trying to poke centrals.
Yeah, can't APOC here.
I'm not sure what he's doing. Yeah, he can't APOC, exactly.
And he does burn the Harbinger, getting through 2 ice walls.
Well, now we can pop Hunting Grounds, of course. So he's got tons of ETR breaks. So I guess it's good that he knows what's in. He knows every ice now.
And I don't know, maybe that was the point. Maybe he just wanted the information and was praying he wouldn't faceplant a Fairchild. No, it looks like he really wants to get in this turn. Does see the scarcity of resources in HQ. On Sanjay's side, that's a card that I think is probably an interesting spot. It's not clear how much resource econ Apex is actually on, given that there can't be daily casts. I wonder if Scarcity is a card that he really wants to play before. Maybe he just wants to hold it for Employee Strike, since Employee Strike's a card that Apex can be on.
Yeah, I think he definitely wants to play at least 1 ice somewhere. Yep. Okay, so he plays his Fairchild somewhere, because otherwise he knows that he can APOC next turn. All right. Ooh. All right. So he's got a Mirage going here too. So no indexing out of Apex.
Yeah.
And
what a time to be alive. Indexing out of Apex.
Project Ares.
Yeah. A play that he mentioned is something he's very excited about. Okay, so he chooses Spearfishing click 1, saving clicks for a Fairchild, I guess, which turns out to be the right play, because there is indeed a Fairchild.
And
oh no, that's the Subroutine's Fire.
I think that's okay here, because you've got you're trashing 2 cards, you're gaining a credit, and then you're either taking a brain damage or ending the run.
Chooses to pay 3 rather than trash installed cards.
That I'm not sure about. Yeah.
I guess he does. If he wanted to get into HQ and APOC this turn, he needed all of those face down. Well, he didn't, because no, that's a waste of the Hunting Grounds.
No. He's got an extra memory, though.
Yeah. In addition, he has a way to prevent brain damage if that ever becomes relevant, though I doubt it will.
I don't know. Sanjay may be playing Brainstorm. It's always a possibility.
Brainstorm is Mumbad, isn't it?
Oh no. Sorry, yeah, you're right. I'm too locked into the Core 2.0 jank that I'm not into.
Oh yeah. I like Brainstorm out of I like Brainstorm out of CI. Who else has credits to normally res it? But sadly not in Cache Refresh. We see an Enigma to go down on a remote, so Sanjay feels comfortable enough with his centrals that he thinks it's time to start building a remote. Which definitely makes sense from his part. Probably another thing contributing to that decision is the efficiency committee in hand. Really wants to score that efficiency committee first. I imagine that way he can either score a big Project Ares, or honestly, with all these face down cards, Project Ares probably not that great. Just score an elective upgrades and then win the next turn with the couriers.
Yep.
And in fact, there are 2 cards that would do it at this point. Either a Biotic or a scored efficiency committee gives him enough clicks to get the elective upgrades. Now that there are 5 advancement counters.
I mean, now he's got 8 with putting Conundrum out there.
Yeah.
Probably not planning on resing it, but he's just trying to go for more advancement counters here with the priority construction, which is wow, it's 1 influence. Holy crap! Turns out
I thought it was more.
That much. Wow.
I couldn't have told you that either. So now Conundrum, that's an interesting include.
Tyrell though, he's got I missed that. He's got an inside job in hand.
Yeah, so he has both the inside job and the spearfishing. Inside job, obviously, probably best if he wants to go R&D as he's doing right now.
Yeah, so he's going for the APOC here. He knows he can get it, so he's getting it.
And he can choose to trash cards here rather than pay money, since he's a bit low on money if he APOCs this
I hope
turn.
he chooses to trash cards, but he may or may not.
This seems bad, says Sanjay. It may not be the best thing that's ever happened to him.
The good thing for Sanjay, though, is that he does have 5 ice to spare right here. So
he does. He can just spend a turn setting back up, and he even has the money to res the ice. So he's in a decent position even after the planet gets hacked.
Yep.
Interesting. I thought at first, well, Conundrum might actually be a decent one to res because Endless Hunger is not an AI.
Not an AI, apparently.
I did not realize that.
we're learning so much here in this cast.
Yeah.
All right.
And sure enough, we see everything.
Pockets off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, Apex does not have a nice way to access a bunch of cards in HQ at once. There's no legwork in data and Destiny, and there's no info sifting in the environment. So,
Equivocation, is that live in Cache Refresh?
It is. It was Flashpoint Cycle.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he may be. Well, he's spending a lot of influence on spearfishings and inside jobs, but
yeah.
Maybe possible that he's also on that.
Yeah, if we see him draw up a few times this turn, my guess is he's probably drawing for some form of R&D pressure, maybe an indexing. An indexing would be great at this point.
Indexing definitely sounds like a good idea after an APOC, yeah.
Yeah, indexing could. Oh, what?
Let's fix this chat or stream real help quick. Let me fix the screen share. chat window is brought into the foreground.
That's not good.
Do you have your camera on, Mike? Possibly.
I don't.
Okay,
but-
I don't either.
I have no idea how to fix that either.
So looks like Sanjay has played Cider, Enigma, and elective upgrades. Okay, interesting. So he's got one biotic. So he's basically just saying, find your next endless hunger. Otherwise, I'm gonna score this elective upgrade. I don't think you have it. Interesting. He's got.
Does it look like the audio video? Are the audio issues, audio visual issues, fixed? Does it look like, or?
I think so. Let me see if there's any.
It looks like no.
The issues are not fixed.
Doesn't look like it.
All right, it looks like Sanjay's turned off video now. I don't know if that's fixed anything. Mike, can you see the JNet screen now?
Not on the YouTube channel. It's currently blank now.
Huh.
Good lord.
Interesting.
Maybe we should fix this between games. I guess. I might mute myself so that because I think the issue was when someone talked, their screen would pop up instead of the whatever window was there.
Okay.
So it might be easiest to just let you finish this game out, and then we'll fix it between games if that's fine with you.
Sure. I can
Okay.
go solo.
All right. So I'll jump in when that has happened.
Okay.
See you in a minute.
All right, so it looks like Apex just plucked a elective upgrades off the top of the deck, and he realizes that that's probably what he has in store in the remote as well. But it's going for singles here. And it looks like Sanjay's going to go for the elective upgrades here and start. He's got Vitruvius in hand. He's got another FCOM in hand. He's got Ares. So, and he's got a Biotic. So he's got basically 2 turns to win here. So Apex really needs to kind of pluck something off of R&D here in the next couple of turns. And, Apocalypse is probably not going to do him too well right now. Peace in Our Time. He is probably going to score agendas the next couple of turns. Oh, all right. So he plucks another Vitruvius. So Apex is just one agenda for winning here. And he whiffs on that one. We've got 8 agenda points accounted for here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So he's got Sanjay has likely got 4 more agenda points in the deck, probably maybe another Ares and Vitruvius. I don't know off the top of my head what the core set quantities are, but he's got 4 more agenda points in R&D. Puts Cider down on R&D. I guess he realizes that he does have some stuff left in R&D. Icing HQ more. He's setting up basically for the fast advance in the next couple of turns. He knows that he can score everything out. He just he needs to be able to protect himself a little bit here. All right, so he just installs another Harbinger for free here. Pieces in our times, okay. All right, so he's got Endless Hunger here. Definitely what he wants to see. He needs to be able to poke some sort of central for that last couple of point. And he installs Heartbeat. All right, so we've got Owl, another spicy include by Sanjay here. All right, so he's elective upgrading the Vitruvius here. He is actually elective upgrading it with 1 counter with the Biotic Labor for some reason. Not quite sure why. Maybe, I don't know. It looks like so Tyrell Kevin's gonna hit R&D. He's trying to single a little bit. Sanjay is trying to save some money here. Not resing a whole lot because he needs to be able to biotic elective upgrade and agenda out of hand. All right, so it looks like so he did not install Endless Hunger, so he's not getting any accesses. So although it looks like I don't think Sanjay can score here. So he's just clicking up for credits here and discarding a lot, which is not really what he wants to be doing here. Because now the Apex does have the Endless Hunger, so we can start poking a little bit more. Hopefully he pokes HQ. Hopefully he realizes that that's the place to go right now, I think. So we'll see what he does. Sanjay, of course, he's got the Vitruvius counter left, so he's probably going to be on the run, bringing back the Biotic to say, I do have exactly enough money. I'm going to pad my hand. All right, so he's running R&D again, just going for a single access here. Just going for as many accesses as possible right here. Oh man! All right, so he hits the one of the 2 agendas left in R&D and wins the game, getting exactly 7. The 3 Vitruviuses all out. Well played by Kevin here. Just going for single accesses, making sure that he's got that early apocalypse off. And let me see if I can get Sanjay to fix the stream and everything like that before we go on to the next one.
Hey, so what's going on? stream-wise?
Immediately at the current moment, it looks like the screen is blank. I think I figured out how to fix the jumping issue. Whoever screen sharing needs to click on themselves in the bottom right of the screen, and that'll fix the screen when they are screen sharing.
Oh,
Did that
okay.
work?
I clicked on you too, so it seems like it's fixed now. That it's fixed on your screen.
You can see Jinteki.
Actually, at the moment, I can't see anything. Are you screen sharing?
Thought it was screen sharing, but
Huh.
can I designate Mike to screen share? Maybe that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can try that.
It's turning it off, turning it back on again, sending it
Yeah,
over
sounds
to Mike.
good.
So let me.
Okay. All right. How do things look?
Whoops.
Let me
right.
let me switch to me. Oh God, what did it?
Seems good.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Whoa,
where's the Jinteki window? There it is.
Oh my goodness. So is it bouncing around while we talk? It looks like it is.
Can someone else look at the YouTube so I don't do that again?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It looks good.
Sanjay
Okay.
Cower.
It looks good. I'm talking and it's not jumping around. Okay.
Awesome.
All right, I'm gonna come off and mute myself. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, good. Sorry to the viewers. Glad we got that figured out. Thanks for pointing it out. We would not have known to do this if no one had pointed that out. So it looks like Apex did end up winning in the end in that last game.
Yeah, they did. They definitely singled their way to victory there. Sanjay slowed down for one turn in the hope of shoring up his centrals, hoping that Kevin wasn't really able to find his third Endless Hunger, but he did have it in hand. He was able to poke centrals for the victory there. He just hit R&D.
Yeah, there you go. So I guess that really that speaks to the strength of Apocalypse as a card, right? He wouldn't have had to spend that turn slowing down if it hadn't been for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that I'm not sure, like, because he did have Vitruvius in hand. He had Biotic and the second agenda in hand. So he could have he had the credits for both. But he wouldn't have been able to, like, say, res other ice to protect himself from accessing and stuff like that. So yeah, it definitely Apocalypse definitely slowing him down there, making him have to protect himself a little bit more.
Yep. In addition, killing 8 counters for Red Planet Couriers, which Sanjay probably just didn't have time to get back up.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal right there. I'm not sure if there was a point where you could have just fired it off for value. I mean, even like firing it off for value, you still have to like Biotic Red Planet Couriers into it, which is
right.
It's just to advance a 5/3. It's certainly no MCA austerity policy.
It is not. Yeah, that's. I was going to make a slight point about where the advancement tokens maybe should have gone, but then I realized Endless Hunger's 11 strength. It didn't matter. But if you see a spear fishing, then that means there might be an inside job. So the center ice ball actually was probably the safest one to put counters on.
Absolutely.
But it didn't matter in the end because unless you got it to 12, there was no way.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like Tyrell is probably triple checking their court, making sure that no extra core cards, anything like that.
Yeah, and I don't even know why I hovered to check Cash Refresh Legal. Jinteki.net currently still, at least the last time I checked, has the issue of a few Core 2.0 cards do not register as core set for the purposes of checking Cash Refresh compliance.
Yep.
So the safest thing to do is either check in another platform, just double check, or look at the list of Core 2.0 cards.
Always double check. All right, so both of them keeping their hands. I'm not sure why, but all will be revealed here.
We see the Whoredom go down on R&D right away. Bold move, not to ice
He's
HQ.
not worried
with a
about that
5-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he on a spicy punitive and somehow knows it's the top of his deck?
And it looks like he's got his alt art Proco going here.
Yeah. I imagine that will come down next turn, and we'll see him click it a few times.
So what did he just put on HQ there? It moved a little bit.
That is an ice wall.
This is an ice wall. Okay. Cool.
One thing that you'll see immediately from Sanjay's opening hand and the cards he's drawn since then, Sanjay is on, yet again, quite a few spicy cards in this list. The plan that he actually did get rolling in the last match is Dinosaurus, Test Run Scavenge to install a Morningstar, or Retrieval Run to install it to host, and then Egrets.
I see those egrets. Those look very good. But he's got he's got his 2 big breakers in the bin right there. He's got 2 test runs in hand. It looks like I guess he's missing the Dinosaurus, but it looks like everything else that he wants is really working well here.
Mm-hmm.
He's almost seeing too much recursion early.
Yeah. Thankfully for him, he has a good card to draw up for the Dinosaurus.
Yep, absolutely.
Make money while you do it, and everyone's happy. I also know from watching this deck last round, the restricted card for Sanjay is Clone Chips. So he has a way to get back egrets that he discards at instant speed, and he also has a way to, in a pinch, get a self-modifying code to find another egret at instant speed.
That's really strong.
Yeah.
All right, and he's got size. All right, so he's
right.
on creation and control here, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but chose to slot the Sai, probably a good choice. Sai, very efficient breaker. I mean, it's getting through this Whoredom for 2 credits every single time. Equivocates a shipment from Kaguya. Finds a CVS. Wonder if he even cares enough to purge it. I don't think it interacts with his game plan in any way whatsoever. Chooses not to even purge it.
If he's got like a turtle or something
or
like
trash
that.
It, rather.
But,
I didn't see a turtle, at least, and I think I saw almost the whole deck. I mean, he's spending 8 influence on Morningstars. There's not much room left for turtles.
Yeah. All right, so I'm hoping he's got some sort of way to deal with these. He's gonna hit that hard hitting news this turn.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be good.
There is the possibility of
apparently he's not hitting the hard hitting news. He's installing more ice here because I guess he's thinking he's gonna draw into some sort of mass commercialization. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh right, the Builder of Nations ID ability is a manual trigger. It's one that I would say every single time I've played Builder of Nations, all 2 or 3 of them, I have forgotten to trigger it at least 2 or 3 times. So I am right there with you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Agenda is piling up a bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I guess it just seems like they're piling up because there's a 3-pointer.
Yeah, it's always hard to get that out of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's got Ret Run though. That's really what he wants to be seeing right now.
Yeah, Retrieval Run and a Dinosaurus. He now has the Dream is online.
Yep. No keeping him out. All right, so he's going for the Morningstar, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. This is now a Strength 7 beast. With the exception of a Colossus that's advanced enough, or if he happens to be playing an Orion, which I'm not sure. I am not sure if Kevin is playing an Orion. There is nothing that this Morningstar can't break.
that is also a problematic card right there. He's got the Hunter Seeker.
Yes, indeed. Thankfully for Sanjay, SatCon does save hardware. So he probably needs to dig desperately for that one of SatCon if he thinks that Kevin is on Hunter Seeker.
Wow, there's only one SatCon and Core 2.0. Wow.
Yeah, there's only one. Rig Shooter is much stronger than it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you might have dummy boxes or something like that. Maybe. I hope.
Dummy boxes trashing a hardware is a bit of a hard ask, though.
No, I don't know. He's got some spare dedicated processors right here, so.
He does. I think he would much rather install that dedicated processor on the Morningstar as a just-in-case thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in a pinch, you obviously want to save your 13 credits of investment rather than waste them. And we see the egret come down. All right, Morningstar spends 1 credit to break Wormhole. That's a good feeling.
Oh, absolutely.
And we know this next dice is an Ice Wall. Wonder if we see Kevin res it.
Yep.
Meat damage hits a test run. There is a second one in hand for Sanjay, so I doubt that hurts him too much. Chooses not to res. Access is a preemptive action.
All right, he's feeling really good about HQ here.
He is.
Not worried about that inner ice at all. I mean, I guess not really a whole lot it could be, but.
Ooh, and this is bittersweet for Sanjay because he does get 3 points, but he is going to lose that Morningstar-saurus.
It is not great.
Kevin can click for a credit and then Hunter Seeker. And insult to injury, sees the Hunter Seeker last click. Oh no, he has 1 more click, but sadly does not draw a SatCon in time.
Poor Sanjay. All right, but he draws into a yep, he's got to do that.
Yeah, you have to.
All right, now
Dinosaurus is, I believe, a 1-of in the core set, so I don't. Test run only hits programs, so I don't think there's a way to get it back at the very least.
Right.
Right, it is. Yeah, it's programs for test run. That's another reason that it's nice to have the dedicated processor still in hand. It sucks to have Morningstar actually take up 2 MU, but again, in a pinch, you'll do it.
I don't know if he's running any other memory supplementation stuff like Dig Deer. Oh, and he sees the government takeover. It's one of those decks.
Yeah, I guess it is. So now we need to start counting advancement counters. Right now we're at 7.
Yep.
We see a preemptive action. That gets back advancement counters, money, and a Hunter Seeker. Seems like a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Best defense probably not pulling its weight anymore, given that the thing that it was important to hit with the Hunter Seeker has already been hit with Hunter Seeker.
All right, so it's Sanjay's getting another Hunter Seeker right here. That's 200, or not 200 Seekers, 2 Morningstars right here.
Yes, that is 8 influence of Morningstar we are seeing currently on stream.
Right. That's he's going all in on that, and it looks like if it wasn't for Hunter Seeker, it'd be doing quite well for him.
Mm-hmm. Kevin ices up archives, potentially thinking either same old thing ret run or just another ret run. As we know, that's not going to be, I am pretty sure there's only 1 retrieval run in this list. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's the case.
I mean, you've got.
Well, we've seen almost all the influence at this point, yeah.
So
it would be difficult for that not to be the case. But we see a test run, and I have to imagine Scavenge will be coming very soon.
Sure.
Runs R&D. Uses Cyber Cipher to break. Meat damage hits a dedicated processor. That's a good hit for Kevin. Yeah, that's a very good hit for Kevin in light of this asteroid belt. Which, unless Sanjay has another way to pump Morningstar, other than that dedicated processor, that is an unbreakable ice.
Yeah, definitely unbreakable. But I mean, he does have Cyber Cipher. He has an egret in hand, and he also just has to advance it for a couple of turns. Like,
true.
Like next turn, I think that Kevin is probably going to, I hope, score that hostile takeover here, get some money, and then he can focus on shoring up with that asteroid belt.
Yeah, and I suppose while asteroid belt can't be broken, it can be bypassed by Fem.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we see Sanjay go in for the indexing here, really tunneling on R&D this turn, which makes sense. He knows he can break. Kevin has shown that he's not able to res that outer ice. Appears to whiff on the indexing though,
which means he's probably going to be hitting HQ.
Yeah, as we know, HQ right now is where all the points are, so it is a very good place to hit.
The commentator bias here of knowing exactly where they are, but
yeah. But at the same time, when you completely whiff on an indexing, and this is the first agenda that Kevin scored all game, it's a reasonable guess.
Really makes you think.
Yeah.
All right, so he gets his Morningstar back. He did not scavenge that.
No, chose to go for the chose to Proco instead of scavenging the Morningstar after the indexing. We see Kevin make a remote. It is a Colossus and a Wampoa reclamation.
Okay, that makes sense. Wampoa, definitely really good card here in Cash Refresh.
Especially with a government takeover in hand.
Absolutely. Just right now, you just don't have enough to do with it right now.
Yeah. It can keep HQ clean. Not sure how many ways there are for Sanjay to. I don't think there's any way for Sanjay to shuffle the stack. There's no keyhole or anything, or shuffle R&D. So the government takeover would be out for a while unless we saw a preemptive action.
So Sanjay,
in addition, oh sorry.
Oh no, he knows that he's got 9 counters everywhere.
Dinosaurus is a 2 of. Never mind.
But he knows he's got 9 counters here. He knows that maybe he doesn't. I mean, he probably wouldn't suspect that he's already got that government takeover in hand. He's still trying to set up here, but definitely something that's got to be on his mind right now with all this advancement counters floating around.
Yeah. Advancement counters doing double duty here. They're going to make a mass commercialization very lucrative.
That's I got an econ card right here.
That's 3 hedge funds in a single click from 0.
Thank you, Damon.
Yeah. To be fair, it did require quite a bit of setup. But
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, choosing not to res and use this Wampoa reclamation quite yet. Probably happy with the agendas where they are at the moment until Sanjay threatens to actually steal them. He's HQ feels relatively safe.
Yeah.
And he definitely wants the government takeover in hand as long as he can afford to keep it there.
Yep, because you can always protect him in a pinch. He's only got 2 points. Oh, although he does have 2 atlases in there now, even if he decides to bury the government takeover.
Yeah. I wouldn't be terribly surprised to see Kevin res Wampo Reclamation and just bury one of the atlases right now.
Yep.
Since he can use it on Sanjay's turn to bury the government takeover if needed. Chooses not to do that, though. Just mass commercializations for 14 and then passes it over to Sanjay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gaining 14 credits with a single click. Okay, so we see a same old test run. We see Fem come back in. Fem making it possible to run on R&D, no matter what that outer ice is now.
Yep.
And decides to go check R&D, since that's where he has the multi-axis in the form of equivocation. Not a bad one to Fem.
Absolutely. 2 credits to get through that. Very, very cheap.
Strength 7 Sentry with 2 pretty gross Punisher subs. Wise investment of the Fem.
So how many are there any stim hacks in the new core set?
There is at least 1.
Okay.
I do not remember if there's 2 now. I know it's not 3 like it was with the old core set, which is a bit of a shame. That's a card that we should be teaching young new players to the game to be playing early and often.
Absolutely. Consequences be damned, you're stim hacking. All right, so it's only a 1 of in the new core set.
That's a shame.
Very, very sad. It's definitely an iconic card here.
So Sanjay whiffing a bit on R&D.
Yep.
Which again, not terribly surprising from our perspective, since we know there's 10 points sitting in HQ right now.
And last click, he decides to run again. Not scavenging.
Yeah.
Really, really questioning that scavenge. In hindsight, questioning it, obviously. But
Yeah.
would definitely like to see him be able to keep some permanent stuff on the board here.
Mm-hmm. His thinking might be something along the lines of trying to just win off of a government takeover, since he's pretty sure Kevin's on a government takeover at this point. If that is the case, then sadly for him, the government takeover is not where he's looking.
Yeah, that really makes sense. It's in his hand, not where he's thinking it is. So, yeah.
Yeah. But Kevin, knowing that he has a way to protect HQ in the form of Wampoa Reclamation, chooses to instead make R&D look strong, or make R&D look like where the agendas are, and also fires off a hard-hitting news.
I mean, yeah, that hard-hitting news absolutely crippling for Sanjay right now.
Yeah. This Beth will go away. This Proco will go away. And potentially, well, Sanjay's out of boom range now. He got himself out of boom range that turn, but sadly for him, this Proco and this Beth can just be gone in the blink of an eye.
Yep.
Leaving him on 0 credits with little stable economy. So definitely...
it looks like he ditched the Atlas into Archives.
Looks like it, yeah.
Reasonable move there.
Yeah, he can save it whenever he wants.
Probably, I'm guessing that...
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Trashes the Wampoa rather than using it before doing so. I guess at this point, he's not on infinite credits anymore, so...
He's going for the Atlas score here because he really wants that being able to get the biotic Red Planet Courier. So he goes advance right here.
Right. He needs to grab 2 cards, so wants to score Atlas with 2 counters. Sanjay continuing to set up.
What is that card right there?
Glenn Station. Ah, I forgot that was Order in Chaos. Oh, that's
Can you
awesome.
guys believe it?
Yeah.
That's all right. So this is another Cash Refresh legal card, guys.
I forgot that was an Order in Chaos. I was sure that was Lunar Cycle.
My goodness.
And that's great because if you score that, you can just hide the government takeover until you draw double biotic Red Planet Couriers.
And they don't even have turntable to be able to take that away from you. That's just
Yeah.
what a shame. All right,
Yeah.
so it looks like Tyrell has a win here.
Yeah. He's finding the biotic
Biotic, getting his Red Planet.
and finding the Red Planet Couriers. This should be the win.
Well done for the aspiring government takeover player. This is how it's done. Sanjay fooling all along with a getting his SMC to get Cloud off of 0 credits. That's definitely not in Cash Refresh here.
Not even close. Okay, so we do see the Red Planet Couriers go through. At least I assume we will in just a second.
I think he's gonna he didn't really get through somehow, but it'll happen. It'll be glorious. Here it comes. For the folks at home.
Scores the stylish government takeover with 12 advancements on it.
And there you have it, folks.
Yeah. And that is game.
Whew. All right, so let's get him to hop on here.
Yeah. Let's switch back. Oh god. Okay, that's better.
Hello. I did not play very well. I think Kevin outplayed me a lot, and also I didn't play well, so that was a bad combination for me. You did a great job.
That was a really fun set of games to watch right here.
It was. Yeah.
The second game. I think that you're a little bit too hard on yourself, Sanjay. I think that your plan was definitely strong right there. I think that you didn't know that he had the government takeover already in his hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he? Oh, cool. Well,
He had it before you indexed.
Forever.
So
Nice. Probably I shouldn't have gotten rid of the HQ interface, but that was greedy not to save that. I loved his decks, so I was happy to see them do the things.
in addition, correct me if I'm wrong, but he only had the Hunter Seeker for 1 or 2 turns before you actually stole the graft.
Oh, nice. Yeah, poor Dinosaurus, but at least I got the robot computer back on the table. This is revised core, so you need to imagine that Dinosaurus has an eye patch on, and that I am a cool teen. I don't think the deck really hummed quite as well as it did last round, unfortunately.
I was definitely my main concern or whatever was that you were holding on Scavenge a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what exactly you were keeping it for.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
Because you had a lot of stuff on Dinosaurus and stuff like that, and I felt like you could get some 9 credit value or 8 credit value off of it.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think that just knowing where the agendas are is really the kind of the main key versus fighting a Builder of Nations deck where you're just trying to pile on advancement counters here.
I definitely saw enough of R&D to know where they weren't.
Yeah, after you whiffed on the that first indexing, it was we all thought that you were gonna just start hammering HQ and stuff like that because you got through earlier, like you were morning starring through that
the wormhole,
the top ice, the wormhole, yep, and then you got him to no res the next ice.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think, oh, R&D is expensive and doesn't seem like there's agendas there. I don't know why I didn't shift my focus.
I think that Kevin just sold it really well. I think.
Yeah, I think that's true.
He made HQ look like it was full of nothing.
Yeah. That was he did a really good job in that regard. Nice. Yeah. Did the stream look better this time? Hopefully. Sorry about that to everyone. I hope people didn't miss me getting friggin' exploded.
No, that was all my fault right there. I didn't get the screen settings right, but luckily Michael was able to fix the settings in the second game.
Who even knows how to do that?
Oh, I have to thank the viewers for that. I didn't even realize anything was wrong until they pointed it out. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm going to go have dinner. I guess we didn't talk about who's reporting the game, so I will.
Okay.
Or I'll just send them a message. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for commentating. I really appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. This was fun.
Yeah. This is a great tournament. Thanks.
Definitely a pleasure.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys at Worlds.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Woo. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you.